So I'm not sure how it's been for you guys, but for me, it's been super hot this summer, like 90 plus. So today I'm going to show you guys how I went about finishing this sketch and how I go about painting in the heat and some things to keep in mind. Let's go.
So in my opinion, it really all starts off with the location. Even if it's not 100 degrees out, finding a good spot is probably the best way to get a good painting done. In this case, I wanted to make sure I had two things. One, a place to sit down. Two, I was in shade. So finding this bench in the shade was perfect, honestly. So everything else kind of comes secondary to where I'm painting. So this view I thought was pretty cool. It's nothing special, but it was directly in front of a comfortable spot, so that's really why I chose it.
Quick note for me while I'm editing this. I realized I haven't really made a big deal, but my book is out now. My book has been out for like a month, 2 months. It's called Fighting Crow. It's on Amazon. I'll put the link below. It has multiple illustrations, maybe like 10 or so illustrations locked in here. Yeah, if you want to support me, probably the best way, Fighting Crow on Amazon. All right, back to the video.
Then the next thing is trying to keep my palette really simple. I have a setup that basically fits in my pocket. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link to it, but this setup has been my absolute go-to. It fits in my pocket. I don't have to worry about carrying around a bunch of stuff in the heat, dripping sweat all over my sketchbooks or whatever. But just keeping everything light has been really cool. And not only is it just keeping things light, it's also really simplifying everything and making my approach simpler and cutting down a lot of that time that I would be out in the heat just dripping sweat, just trying to figure everything out. Instead, I know what I'm doing because these are my go-to paints. These are my go-to palette. This is my go-to brushes. So I know what I'm doing. So I'm not spending a lot of time figuring things out or trying to improvise. I know how these things work, so just saves time. And I guess while we're talking about time, these sketches that I put on this channel and that I post, whatever, usually take me around 45 minutes to maybe an hour and a half at the longest. I do not like to spend a lot of time on them because, at least where I live, even on the not super hot days, it's not super comfortable to be outside. There's like mosquitoes and there's little ladybugs that crawl on you and spiders that I can't quite tell if they're poisonous or not. So I try not to spend too much time outside. So yeah, I don't know why I said that, but 45 minutes to half hour. And I think part of the skill with painting that quickly is being content with quicker paintings and maybe less finished, less polished paintings. Because I think it's pretty clear that my paintings could be a lot better if I spend a little more time on them, or if I was more deliberate, or just more involved with the painting in general. But instead, I like doing these quick sketches. They're such a relief from other things in my life. So yeah, I'm definitely willing to sacrifice a little bit of how they look for the sake of being able to do them at a moment's notice, at the drop of a dime. But if we're going back to the topic of staying cool and not having a heat stroke while doing a plein air painting, there's a couple things. I usually wear a baseball cap. You guys notice my Phillies cap. That helps keep the sun on my face. Sunscreen is great. Even if you have darker skin like I do and you think you don't need sunscreen, I'm pretty sure you do. Just go ahead and give it a try. Also, lots of water. I've heard that helps. Doesn't seem to do all that much, but I'm sure health-wise it's great. And yeah, just staying in a cool spot's probably your go-to, honestly. Another thing that I honestly should be doing more is painting really early. If you can get out before 12, or honestly before 8 is probably even better, you're doing pretty good. If you look on the little chart thing that I put earlier, or I'll put it up here again, before 12 it's like pretty solid, like maybe 78, 76. I haven't looked at the chart. But yeah, it's not crazy. And then all of a sudden 12 spikes and it's almost 100 degrees. Yeah, so I would say try to paint as early as you can. Or I guess maybe try painting at night. I've done that before too. I'll link to that video if it's still up even. But yeah, I guess as this painting comes to a close, we should do a little recap. So stay in the shade as much as you can. Try to paint as early as you can. Drink water, wear a ball cap, have sunscreen even if you don't think you need it. Yeah, I think that's just about it. So here's how the painting turned out. I think it turned out pretty good for what it is. If you enjoyed that video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you want to see another video that I think you would like, you can click the top one. And if you want to see a video that YouTube thinks you would like, you can click the bottom one. And as always, I'll see you guys later.